The dim restaurant was filled with the rhythmic drumming of rain against the glass. Prof H sat alone, the blue light of his laptop screen reflecting in his tired eyes. He clicked refresh for the 100th time, but the text remained unchanged. Application status, under review. A heavy sigh escaped him as he looked at his weathered black backpack. His coffee had grown stone cold, forgotten in the silence of his anticipation. He felt the weight of uncertainty pressing down, unaware that the trajectory of his life was about to shift forever. The door chimed as Morpheus stepped inside. She didn't look for a seat. Instead, her gaze locked onto the glowing diagrams of cloud infrastructure on the professor's screen. She watched him with a calculated, unreadable expression. Suddenly, a bright notification shattered the gloom. Interview invitation, Summit Global Holdings. As a smile broke across Prof H's face, Morpheus allowed a faint, cryptic curve of her lips. She had seen exactly what she came for. The game was finally in motion. Inside the high-tech walls of Summit Global, Magnus and Sweetness stood in silence. Prof H moved with sudden energy, his marker squeaking against the digital whiteboard as he mapped out complex recovery paths. Most people study the failure, he said, his voice steady and precise. I do not focus on the outage itself. I focus on the friction, on why the recovery took so long. He drew a final, sharp line through the diagram. Magnus looked at Sweetness, then back at the candidate, visibly impressed by the sheer logic of the approach. Your perspective is exactly what we lack, Magnus noted with a firm nod. Welcome to the team, Professor. It was a triumph of the mind, yet the victory felt strangely heavy, as if the walls themselves were listening to his every word. Shadows stretched long behind the Oracle's hut. Morpheus handed a photograph to Sister Bettina, her voice dropping to a cold whisper. He has access now. Watch him. Learn everything he knows. Later, as Sweetness shared the news of the hire, the Oracle leaned over her crystal ball. It began to pulse with a violent, deep violet light, revealing the silhouette of Prof H within the mist. He will build the future, the Oracle whispered, her hands trembling, but he will also change it. The light vanished into darkness. Sweetness stood frozen, never noticing Sister Bettina lurking in the corner, recording every word for her unseen masters.